Some days are hard, and when they are, I allow myself to feel whatever it is that my body asks me to feel, and I respect the time it needs to fumble and flounder and fall a little. Some days I am swallowed by things that are too big for me to hold, so I set them down. I rest knowing that even when I cannot slay the beast, I can lay aside my sword for a moment and work on protecting my spirit instead. Some days my heart beats like thunder inside of my chest. It is heavy and loud and relentless. It does not listen to the part of me that wants to silence the storm. So I take my eyes off of the noise and fix them on quieter places, on music, art, and heaven, and trees, and I show myself grace in the dark, even if I am shaking my way through it. Because some days, I still haven't caught my breath from yesterday yet. Hello my friends, welcome back to Epoxy That. How are you? I hope doing okay, and I want to thank you for showing up today. Today is Test It Tuesday, and we're going to be testing on this beautiful Tuesday these glitters that I got off of Amazon. Now, these aren't just your ordinary glitters. No, I wouldn't have ordered that. These glitters are much different. Now, they say that they are, hang on, let me make sure I get this right. I didn't want to tell you wrong, so I double checked my facts. This glitter right here is the BJM collection on Amazon. They have 38 glitter options at $6.50 a piece. It's a 2-inch by 4-inch glitter. You get 100 grams. Now this glitter says that it's glitter powder. Yes, powder. I went to the reviews and I read the reviews. Okay, there was a 5-star, panel where you can rate your experience with the glitter powder, and 63% rated them a 5. 37% rated a 4. There wasn't any 3, 2, or 1. So that tells me there wasn't any bad reviews, period, on this glitter. There was only one typed review, and it stated that this is the best glitter quality around. So we're going to test it out and see what it's like. I only got 2 colors because they were $6.50 a piece, and I don't know if I'm going to like them or not. So I got 2 different colors here. I don't know why I chose these 2 colors. I did. There were 38 options. I could have got any other colors, but hey, this is what I chose. We're going to be making some keychains today. I'm going to try to keep it a little simple, a little easy for me until my arm heals a little bit better, gets a little bit stronger. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm also going to show you how I make my key rings even stronger around the key ring area by dropping in a one of these. And I have different colors of them, but I can't find my other ones. This is the only one I could find. But I drop one of these and I close it up and drop it in around that, and it makes it stronger around the keychain hole. And you can just use a regular jump ring to do it. You don't have to use one of these colored ones. Okay, I'm going to whip up some resin right quick. I'm going to be using the Bondcrafter epoxy resin. And I'll let you know how much I whipped up and how long I whipped it up and what I whipped it up with as soon as I get back. While my resin's turning, let's talk about how my day went yesterday. So my appointment was at 1 o'clock, right? And I get there and they were at lunch still. I guess they come back at 1 o'clock. And they open the door and I go in, and everybody starts flowing in. The lobby gets really full. Well, a couple people went in ahead of me. Actually, a bunch of people went ahead of me. And I eventually get back there. And the doctor sees me. She's, you know, took my sling off, looking around at my arm. She says it's really swollen. I can see where your chest is swollen, your neck, all in your shoulder area. And I told her I went to bed the previous night before just fine, woke up like this. But I did notice, hang on a second. Okay, I did notice that I was in an awkward position when my husband woke me up to go to work. He even noticed it. And my arm felt really stiff, but really not any pain in it. Well, throughout the day, it progressed into me not being able to even use my arm, and it was severe pain in it. So that's how, you know, I come to the conclusion that I needed to go to the doctor. Well, I'm in the doctor's room, and I'm telling her, you know, all about this. And do you know what she told me? I have never in my born days heard this before. And I want to know if you've heard it. She said these kind of things can happen when you're going through menopause. Because you're losing bone mass. It can make things, bones, joints, all kinds of things hurt severely. And that's what she thinks it's from. So, I don't know, you guys. That kind of scared me out of the doctor's office right there and finding me a new doctor. But I don't know. I don't know if she's right. I don't know. I need to do a little bit of research and see what other people are saying out there. You know, these things are just happening to me. It's not things I know anything about. Like I said, I've never heard that before. Now, had she said something about, oh, well, you know, that's a pinched nerve, or it's got something to do with your carpal tunnel, you know, then I would have been more apt to believe that. But it's due to menopause? I'm not too sure about that. Anywho, she sent me off to get some x-rays, which that's not going to do me any good. But I went and got them anyway, because x-ray's not going to show any kind of nerve damage. It's not going to show any of that. It's just going to show if a bone's broken, right? I don't know. The day was just upset me even more. So, I really don't know what I'm going to do at this point, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to look for me a new doctor. I really hate to do that because I've been going here for so long. I just got to think about some things. So, and where I'm going to go from here. So I'm going to do a lot of researching and different things, and just feel around and see what I can come up with. So that's how my day went yesterday. I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay. I've got some anti-inflammatories. So I'm hoping that things are going to look up from here. I'm going to take it a little bit easy the next week or so. So I hope y'all stick with me. I hope I can keep your attention through the video and you don't run away saying, well, I don't want to watch that. Okay, I have my resin here. I ended up mixing up 4 ounces, 2 ounces of A and 2 ounces of B, because we're not going to do all these letters. We're just going to play around with a few and do a few different techniques. I thought that would be fun. We'll play around a little bit with some alcohol inks. We'll play around a little bit with some pigment paste, just some different things here, and then we'll throw in some glitter behind a few. And we'll mix up a few with some glitter. And we'll test this glitter out and see what we think about it. We're going to do an A because I know someone named Annie and someone named Amy. Now, I'm going to ship this off in their box because I have a box that's going to their house. And they're just going to have to fight over the letter A. But, let's see here. I'm going to do an A. I'm not going to do a B or an H for my daughter because they have tons of keychains made by me. I'm going to do me another keychain because I don't have one on my keychains anymore. I'm going to do me a T. So I've got an A and a T. Then I'm going to do a P. That's going to be for a lady at church. I just want to do something nice for her. And let's do a B. Yeah, that's going to be for a lady at church. She teaches one of the classes that I'm really fond of. So, yeah, I'm going to do a B. So, A, B, T, and a P. And then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, I'm going to spritz some alcohol into the A. And then we're going to go ahead and pour some of the resin in. I'm not filling it up. I'm just pouring a little bit of resin in the letter. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to leave enough room to do a color behind that, because we're going to be using our Resinar's curing machine to cure these up in 2 hours. Alright, now for the B, I want to do alcohol inks again, but we're going to do different colors. Okay. Then for the T for mine, I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol in my letter. I'm going to put some resin in there, but I'm not filling it up. Just putting a little bit. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Now in this cup, I'm going to put a little bit of resin in. And then in this cup, I'm going to put a little bit of resin in. Not much, just a little. Probably put more than I need, so I'm going to pour a little bit back. Yeah, because we just need a little bit for this. Okay, I'm going to take my white casting craft, and I'm just going to get a little bit out of here. I don't want to, I'm just going to get some on my, off of the bottle right there onto my stick. Okay, that's plenty. Alright, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to stir it up. And I want like a milky white. I don't want a super white. Just a milky, see? Milky white. And then I'm going to use my Eye Candy Tiffy Blue. We're just going to give it a little bit of a stir. And I'm just going to take all that off of my stick because I don't need nothing on my stick but what's on there. And I'm just going to move it around a little bit in there. And then I'm taking my stick out and I'm going to change sticks. Okay, mix that up. And that's the color we got. A beautiful, beautiful blue. I love that color. Now we're just going to take that and I'm going to drop, let me move that. I'm going to drop some little drops. Oh, wait a minute. I want to do the white first. I'm going to make some drops in here. See if I can get you a little bit closer. Okay, we're right here. And I'm just doing my little white drops. Brought you down closer so you can see just how much I'm dropping in there. Alright. Now we're going to take that Tiffy Blue and we're going to drop it right on the top of that white. Alright, and we're going to leave it like that. And they call that the marshmallow effect. But we'll see what we get when it cures. And we're going to drop some glitter behind it after it cures. Now let's go ahead and... Now I'm going to go ahead and take one of my jump rings. And I'm going to go ahead and put it around these. So that way we'll have that part done. And that's going to strengthen, like I said, that area around the keychain part. You know, because some people's really rough with their keys, like me. And this is just going to strengthen that area. And I don't care about it being purple for mine. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and drop in my plum right here on my letter A. And I'm just going to do a few drops down here. Then I'm going to get my sunlight. And these are the octopus inks that Laura's Art Corner sent me. That's a beautiful sunlight. Beautiful. Then I'm going to take this berry juice and drop it up here. Just like that. And we're going to leave that way for a little while, about 30 minutes or so. Now for this one, we're going to do Smurf. Then we're going to do hot pink. And then we're going to do sunlight. All right, now I'm going to take my T-Rex alcohol ink in pure white, shake it up, and then we're going to drop a few drops behind these alcohol inks. For the P, I'm going to spritz some alcohol in it, and we're going to drop some clear down in it. I'm not filling it up. I'm going to use my, let's see here. Let's use the Aronia. I'll put a few drops down in my cup here. I put 5 drops in. And we're going to stir that up a little bit. And then I'm going to pour a little bit of resin in this cup. And we're going to use this Mother of Pearl. It's a mica powder. I get it from my local Hobby Lobby store. And we only need a little because we only have a little bit of resin in there. We're going to get that stirred up really good. Alright, now I'm going to just put a little bit of this down in there. Kind of like that. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the mica powder. I think I put a little bit too much resin in there, but that's okay. We're going to leave that alone for a little while and let it thicken up. Now we're going to take some of our glitter here, and I'm just going to shake some down in my cup. We're going to get it stirred up. Wow, it's got a beautiful shine to it. Look at that. And then we're going to pour some of the other color over in this cup and test out these glitters right quick. They're blending in my resin really well. I mean, really well. I mean, they're already mixed up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. I'm just going to do a few letters here because I don't know. I don't know what to do with these. Okay, I'm going to do this J right here. Put a little bit of resin in there. Then I'm going to stop. I'm not filling it up. I put some of my Cast and Craft in this cup, and I'm just going to stir it up a little bit, and it gave us a nice milky color. And we're going to try that effect that we used on the T right here on the J, but we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to do it with that Cast and Craft white. I'm going to drop down my little drops in first, and then we're going to put that alcohol ink Aronia on top of it. Now I have a little bit of resin left, so let's go ahead and do the C. Alright, I'm going to drop that resin down in there. Just clear. I'm not filling it up. And now we're going to drop in some different colors here. Some that we haven't tried yet. Let's do the deep sea. We didn't do that one. With the olive. And the sunlight. I don't know of anything else that would go with it. Alright, I'm going to follow that with some of the Sinker White by T-Rex. And now we wait. I'm going to run my heat gun through them, and then we'll use the alcohol and spritz it and pop some of these surface bubbles that we have. I didn't get back in here to do the other part. See, I had my little pen laying here ready to, this is what I like to use, to drag it through the resin. But my arm was in too much pain and I couldn't make it back in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just finish these off with a little bit of resin behind them, clear resin. And I'm going to use Laura's Art Corner, her Mira, behind this J right here. And then the T right here, I'm going to use one of these glitters behind it. And then these two are filled up. They're ready to go. And this P right here, it's filled up. It's ready to go. But I might be able to get a little bit of glitter in there. If I can, we'll pour a little bit of glitter in there. Okay? I got in some Happy Mail when I got home yesterday from my long day of going to the doctor and then driving an hour away to get x-rays done. I got home and this package was laying in front of my door. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what it is. Oh, that's a pretty bag. Okay, I don't know what this is. Oh, wow. I've never seen gifts packaged this way before. This is the first one that's ever came to me like this. This is so nice. It says, a gift for you. Enjoy your gift. You have a wonderful personality and I like your videos. I feel like I know you my whole life. From Allison Hitchcock. That's so sweet of you, Allison. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. This is a beautiful card. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. This is so packaged, so cute. And it says the same thing that's on this one. Enjoy your gift. Have a wonderful you have a wonderful personality. I like your videos. I feel like I have known you my whole life. From Allison Hitchcock. Wow. This is packaged so cute. Let's see if I can get in there. There we go. I'm going to keep this little bag. That is just too stinking cute. Oh, it's one of the molds I wanted. It's the, this is off of my wish list on Amazon. And it's the bear. And it says Mama. And it's got the baby bear at the bottom there with the little heart. This is going to be so cute. I'm going to use this to make one of my phone tablet stands. Thank you so much, Allison. I appreciate this. And I'm going to get your name in my my giveaway. The giveaway is going to be next month, Allison. So I'll get you an entry put in there. And I really, really appreciate this so much. I love seeing the molds in person versus online. They just look, some of them look so different. It's going to be cute. Alright, let's get back to the video. I got my resin here, and I put a little bit in the cup here, and I'm going to put my laser powder in over the back of that P, because it's really fine. We don't have a lot of room for this, so I'm going to use the laser powder. And I'm just going to get 2 hefty scoops there. Stir it up. And that's what we'll put behind that. And I get this laser powder off of Temu. Well, I don't get it now because I haven't shopped on Temu since the tariffs were up. But someone's going to have to teach me how y'all are doing that. Because people are still buying from there. And it's not costing them much. So I don't know how they're doing it. And Dawn, from Dawn's Crafty Corner, she's supposed to be helping me with it. Because she still shops from there all the time. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side and let it be degassing while we mix up our other colors. So let's put a little bit of resin in this cup here. And then we're going to use that for the J. And I want to use the Mirror on the back of that. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm just going to get 2 little scoops of it. We don't need much. That was probably too much. Because we don't have a lot of resin in here. I don't know. I didn't want it to be see-through in any way, but I guess that'll work. Okay, we'll put that over there and let that be degassing. So for my tea here, I'll put a little bit of resin in the cup. That's plenty. I think I'm going to do something different with mine. I'm going to use this black alcohol ink by Mod Podge. I'm just going to put a drop in there. Well, 2 drops. And then I'm going to add some of this glitter. This glitter powder. Add some glitter powder to it. There we go. Now we're going to stir it up. That's pretty. Okay, we'll set that to the side. And then I want to put something behind this one because it's got a lot of room left. Alright, I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol in that bee right there. And I'm just going to put some clear resin in it. It needed quite a bit in it. Okay, I'm going to stop there. And then we're going to add these pretty little, it's just little numbers to the back of that one. But let's go ahead and get these other ones poured right quick before we do that. And then, alright, I'm going to go ahead and spritz alcohol on the back of that pea. And I'm just going to spoon this out on the pea because, like I said, it doesn't need a lot. It probably didn't even need this. What I mean by that is there's not a whole lot of room to play with on this pea at all. I'm going to let that settle on it and then we'll clean it up and fix it. Now I'm going to spritz some alcohol on the J. Let's go ahead and with the mirror. Oh, this is going to be cute. Okay. I think that fills that one up. And now I'm going to spritz some alcohol down here on the T. Then we'll go ahead and get that one filled up. Now we've got these two left, the C and the A. Okay, I've got the rest of the resin left here, and I'm going to put the mother of pearl mica powder in. I think that'll be pretty. If there's going to be some, I think there's going to be some see-through spots on those, which is what I was going for. A little bit of see-through. So we'll get this stirred up, and then hopefully when we pop it out and demold it, you'll be able to see parts of the white through the letters. I'm in hopes for that anyway, because I think that will be really pretty. Okay, I'm going to let that sit and degas for about 2 minutes while we go ahead and drop these in behind the bee. I just dumped out some in my little cup here. And I'm just going to place them throughout the bee. Alright, now I'm going to spritz some alcohol on the A and the C. And we're going to go ahead and drop in this white mica. Let's pop out our letters and see what we got. Okay, let's do these two first. Alright, that's the D. And that's our glitter. Look at it, it's beautiful. Isn't that pretty? I think I might buy some more of these glitters. Y'all go check them out and see the different colors that they have. I'm going to pick me up a few more colors. I think I'm going to go with a few of the darker colors and see what they look like. They had a beautiful brown that I thought about getting. But I do love pastels, so I thought I would do 2 of the little pastel looking colors. You can see my little jump ring right there, in which you'd probably want to hide that, you know, if you're putting it in there, or at least make it a color that matches. But I was just showing y'all that. And some of the alcohol ink from the letter next door got over into this one. So that's what that is. And then here is the E. Now this is the yellow glitter. And they are very sparkly. Look at that. Very beautiful. And I've noticed that they're not sinking. This glitter is not sinking in your letter. It is staying throughout my piece. It did not sink all the way to the front of the letter. Did y'all notice that? So I really like that. Alright, let's get our C out and check it out. Ooh, that turned out pretty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I was not expecting that. That is so pretty. And I didn't even get the chance to run my little, my thin little pen that I had through there. So that turned out pretty. Now let's get the T out down here, which is going to be mine. Let's see if we got the marshmallow effect. Y'all ready? I don't know. It looks like it. Looks like a marshmallows, don't it? I think it's cute. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay. Let's try the other marshmallow one that we did. Now this one we done different. We done this one with the alcohol inks, remember? Well, that's interesting. Look at that. It's pretty though. Look. Isn't that beautiful? I love how that one turned out. That's pretty. Okay, let's get the P out. And there's our P. I love that glitter on the back. Isn't that beautiful? I just wish I would have been able to come back in here and do some swirly whirls through it. I think it would have been a whole lot prettier had I been able to do that. But it still turned out cute. Now let's get out our letter A and see what we got. Y'all ready? Ta-da! It's cute. I like it. Now let's get our letter B out. I'm really interested to see what this one done on the other side. Are y'all ready? Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love this one. That turned out so nice. It's just beautiful. So beautiful. We're going to spiff up these 2 letters right here a little bit, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. I'm going to use my Queen stamp set. You can get these off of Amazon. I only have the black and the white. You can get many colors that you want. Actually, I need to add to my collection. I'm going to get me some more colors of these because I love using this technique on a lot of my resin pieces. I picked out this plate right here. If you haven't watched my videos in the past, you can get a whole pack of these plates. They come in a big folder. You can add to these by buying individual plates to add to your kit. But I'm going to be choosing this right here and this right here for these 2 letters. So how you use this, if you don't know, you take your polish here and you brush it onto the design that you want. Then you take your Queen card here and you just run it over it like that, just once, not any more than that. You take your gel pad here and pick the design up on it, just like that, and then you add it to your piece. Like that. Now when you're cleaning your gel pad off, you do that with alcohol only. Clean your little pad right off. And to clean this off, you have to use acetone. So I'm just going to take my little pump here and pump out a little squirt onto my thing here, and I'm just going to clean that right off. But really, you don't want to clean your, you don't need to clean your stamp off until you have finished. I was just showing you that in case I don't show it in the video again. Okay, I'm going to, I'm just going to throw a little bit more of this design on here, and then I'm going to be finished. I'm not going to do the whole keychain in the design. Okay, that's all I'm going to do to this one. And if you mess up on here, all you do is take some acetone and wipe it clean, and it'll come right off, and you can start right back over if you mess up anything. Okay, now I'm going to do the E right here, and I'm going to do this design right here on the E. Okay, now on the P, I'm just going to jazz it up a bit too. I'm going to take my Loctite super glue here, and I'm just going to put a few little dabs on here of it. And then I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to take these jump rings right here. And we're going to place them down onto the P. I'm just making sure they're closed all the way. And I'm just going to move in and out between different sizes here. Now these are just a few ways that you can fancy these up. On this one, I just put a little pom-pom on it, and I put a chapstick holder on it. So there's that one, and it's really cute. Now, of course, you're going to need to top coat these so that you will seal in your design, but I didn't get a chance to do that in this video. And then here's the P. Of course, you need to top coat this, and that's got a little chapstick holder and a little cute pom-pom. And I didn't do anything to the E, but of course you would need to top coat it. I think it turned out super cute. And then here's the B, and I just put one of my little card clips on it, and I put Hungary on it. And this is for women that have long nails. At the pump, they put their card in there, and then it enables them to put their card in and out of the machine. So I did that one, and then I put this cute little pom-pom on this one. And then I just left the A single. And then I put this cute little thing right here on this one, and I think it turned out super cute. It's got a cute little bee and a heart on it. And I think it matches really good with that C. And then you could slide this on your arm like that for your keys. And then here's the J. I just slid a cute little pom-pom on it. And I think it turned out really cute. This one is so, so cute. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.